So I'm sitting here reflecting on why you bitch wants me multiple times, multiple bitches, but all irrelevant, just like you and your bitch. But anyways, on a new serious tip, this is how my legal stuff is gonna be looking like. Draw you in. Come unto me, baby. Come unto me. Do you trust me? Just say yes. But anyways, now I just had put a post. So I chose the format of social media as a sovereign king. Kings send correspondences, right? Back in the day, they used to just write scrolls and letters and then seal them in an envelope and put a stamp on it, right? And send a messenger to send it to where they need to go. So in modern day times, they could still do that, etc. Except we got emails, social media, etc. So I chose social media as a place of correspondence, and they could contact me, DM me, direct message me, etc. So, anyways, I recently was going through a denial in housing, rental, leasing, and we're going to appeal it right now. So I contacted Pacific Screening Inc., which I believe is the right one that ran the screening. Because I'm a sovereign king, I own my life story rights. I own my name, etc. They didn't have permission to pull info to make me look bad and get me in denial, or my mom or whatever. Then I already informed them. Norris and Stevens, Willamette Meadows. I couldn't find them on online. Tag them, and Homestead, etc. And so yeah, but I put the outside with their names on it, put it in a Independence Monmouth group, and hopefully it finds their way there. I know it found a way to Willamette Meadows because it came to me, I think. But anyways, regardless, none of them had rights to release any information on me that would hurt me in any way, shape, or form, or my family, or any information at all, because the sovereign rights cover all life story events, protected, meaning that you can't use any information without a formal request of permission from me and my ministry to talk about me, my family, to post about me, to have screenshots, to have any information about me. You have to have a formal request of permission through my ministry, or else you owe $55 billion for each inquiry that you didn't ask permission for. This is the legalities that you have in your here, and it's a constitutional violation amongst a sovereign violation, because you're stealing from a sovereign king, which means you're going outside your government to steal from a king. Your government doesn't allow that, because then you start wars. So anyways, that being said, is that I informed Pacific Screening Inc. to not have my information, and that I'm sovereign, etc., that I'm Prophet Fernando, etc., blah blah blah, and letting the management companies know. And now forevermore, I'll pass every screening test ever, and this is for my future prophets, because I'm the king of all prophets everywhere. So for future prophets, which will be my bloodline, my kids, my daughters, and my sons, they'll all be specially gifted. And we're the kingdom bloodline, actual royal bloodline, through your federal government, etc. Actual royal bloodline of the religion. So I'm your king bloodline of all religions. And it's just formulating right now. Just as Christ walked the earth, a normal, perfect son of man, and walked as a servant, poor, and had the Holy Spirit provide for him and the disciples, I did the same. So I informed the screening place of that stuff. And so for all future prophets that have an issue with rentals, leasings, and housings, this is the things that we go through, and I can't override it for you. And I'm the only Christ here on earth, because in the time of the prophets arising, which there's a few across the nations, you need a Christ to call out false gods, false prophets, maybe the Antichrist, other gods, other spirits, to have the discernment of the Spirit and the fullness that I have. Because if you don't have not even the other prophets have discernment over other spirits, because they haven't studied other spirits. So how could you go to another prophet, barely knows another spirit, doesn't even know what the fuck it is or how it works, and you're gonna go to him, who's just a Christian-based Bible thumper? Yeah, right. You're gonna go to me because I'm gonna know and tell you what you're doing, or what generational curse you got, what you're going through. You're having marriage problems. That's a Jezebel spirit in a depiction. And you're having death problems, sickness in your family. That's Santa Muerte, that's Melancutli, that's Metekasiwa, that's Papa Legbuzz and Voodoo. You know, you're not going to go to a motherfucking Bible thumper that doesn't know shit about spirits. He can discern for you and tell you, oh, that's a spirit, but he's not telling you what the fuck the issue is, you know what I mean? Or how that spirit works, or how to get rid of it, you know what I mean? So I'm your Christ prophet that's going to tell you how to get things done in the spirit and cast them out for you with power and authority. So I'm your king, prophet, your Messiah this time, the second coming. And in the Bible, you have to be a Christ to be able to call out a false prophet, or a false idol, a graven image, a false god. No one else can. Nowhere in the Bible does it say you call out anybody. Only Christ. But yeah, that's me. And so now I'm setting the boundaries, or the overlay of when the future prophets may have struggles with financial, housing, etc. These are the steps we take for you to have hope that my God helped me. But we have ownership. If you seek if you're a citizen, you can seek ownership over your name, your life story, and come to God's Soul Ministry, the newest religion, and have your protection set in the sovereignties that help you get your house if you're continued denied, discriminated against, etc. So our power runs in God, not in people, not in man. We always overcome them. Man's always the mocker and the stupid ass. The ones that who mock Christ are the same ones who mock me, because I am him.